What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Wednesday, November 21st. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, let's take a look at the point guard position. I like Ben Simmons for the Philadelphia 76ers playing the New Orleans Pelicans, who are the 6th worst defense overall, and they give up the absolute most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Ben Simmons has scored 48, 54, and 35 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 41.8 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 33 minutes per game with a 21% usage rate. Those numbers have not gone down with the addition of Jimmy Butler. Don't let that scare you. Ben Simmons is only $8,600 DraftKings salary, projected at 43.1 fantasy points, which is right around 5 times value. The implied total this game is 235.5, ton of points to go around. This is a home game, fast-paced game. I love Ben Simmons today. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all our DFS tools for NFL, and the tools for NBA are awesome. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. I'm going to give you a value play here. I like Rodney Hood from the Cleveland Cavaliers playing the LA Lakers, who are the 8th worst defense overall, and they give up the 3rd most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. Rodney Hood has scored 22, 15, and 22 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 21.3 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 27 minutes per game with a 20% usage rate. Rodney Hood is only $4,400 DraftKings salary and only $500 more on FanDuel. He's projected at 24.3 fantasy points tonight, and if he hits that, that's 5.5 times value. There's 221.5 implied total points in this game. This is a fast-paced game at home for Rodney Hood. I think it's a safe value play, especially on DraftKings. Okay, let's see who we have at the small forward position. I like Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics playing the New York Knicks, who have the 9th worst defense overall and give up the 4th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Jason Tatum has scored 33, 18, and 37 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 30.8 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 32 minutes per game with a 22% usage rate. Jason Tatum is $6,200 DraftKings salary, $700 more on FanDuel. He's only projected to get 25.5 fantasy points. I think that's going to be higher. I think he gets 30 plus, which would bring you right around 5 times value. He's got 40 plus point upside, but we haven't seen it recently. He's been struggling, that's why his price has come down. I like Jason Tatum tonight in a fast-paced game playing at home. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. I like Nikolai Mirotic. Oh, that voice crack was funny. For the New Orleans Pelicans playing the Philadelphia 76ers, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, but they give up the 3rd most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Mirotic has scored 25, 44, and 31 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 39.2 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 31 minutes per game with a 23% usage rate. He had a bad game last game, only 25 points. That should drop his ownership, and it's also dropped his price. Nikolai Mirotic is only $6,900 DraftKings salary, $700 more on FanDuel, projected to get 32.9 fantasy points which would be real close to 5 times value. He has 40 plus point upside. He was hitting that almost every single game for almost a week, I feel. So Nikolai Mirotic, I love him tonight versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Love that DraftKings price of $6,900. Okay, moving on to the center position. I'm going to give you a dart throw here. It's a real value play. It could hit, it may not. It's a risky play. It's up to you. I like Mike Muscala for the Philadelphia 76ers playing the New Orleans Pelicans, who are the 6th worst defense overall and give up the 9th most fantasy points to opposing centers. Mike Muscala has scored 26, 20, and 19 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 17.4 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 24 minutes per game with a 15% usage rate. Mike Muscala is only $4,000 DraftKings salary and only $4,000 on FanDuel. He's projected at 20 fantasy points today, which would be 5 times value. There's an implied total of 235.5 points in this game, plenty to go around. Mike Muscala could be a value play for you today. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for week 9. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.